1 2 1 2. Deep divers, how you doing? And we are live, deep divers. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Another beautiful day, deep divers. How's your day going? What are we doing? Deep divers, what are we doing? Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. So, deep divers, I said, let me go live. Let me talk to you wonderful deep divers in live time. Stranger Things. This is not Netflix. It's not a Netflix special. Stranger Things. No. Stranger Things are coming on planet Earth. Oh, yeah. It's already started, but people don't see it. Deep divers, we're about to get started. Shout out to everyone who's here. And like I say, deep divers, we're going to have some fun. This is not my show. It's the people's show. It is the people's show. So hit that like button, hit that super chat, and share the video. Let's go. Wonderful, wonderful deep divers. Shout out to everyone who's here, everybody who's diving deep. You're appreciated. Like I say, we're about to get this show started. We're about to get this show started, deep divers. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna read every single comment today. Shout out to everyone who's here. Shout out to everyone who's here, everybody who's doing a little samba, baby. Everybody who's diving deep. Everybody who's in good spirits. How you feeling today, deep divers? How's your day been? How's your day been, deep divers? What have you been up to? What have you been up to? Let's get this thing started, deep divers. Sun Chrysalis, you are appreciated. Love is the only true reality. Thank you for that. Shout out to you. Wonderful. Wonderful. So deep divers, like I say, we got a whole lot to talk about. But first, can we just relax a bit, deep divers? Or let me just dive straight into it? Or should we have a little dance around? Pit Gang, you are appreciated. Thank you, Ralph, for being a mentor, but I think some might consider you a guardian angel. Hey, you are appreciated. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody who's here, everybody who's been diving deep, supporting Infinite Waters from day one. I said, hey, you know what? I got to get my live stream on, right? I got to get my live stream on because I see so many people like, I've been doing live streaming for about 2 years, deep divers, right? Sun Chrysalis, you are appreciated. Love is the only true reality. Believe in the universe and it will work in your favor. Absolutely. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Absolutely, Sun Chrysalis. Absolutely. Shout out to everyone who's here. Oh, deep divers, we're about to really dive deep. So many wonderful deep divers who are here supporting the show from day one. I want to say you are appreciated. Stacy Lace, you are appreciated. Just wanted to say hi and thank you for all your time and positivity. Hey, you are definitely appreciated. So deep divers, Stranger Things, right? Stranger Things. First and foremost, make sure you check out the book Feel Alive by Ralph Smart. #1 best-selling book on Amazon. The Bible of becoming your greatest version. I'm not lying, deep divers. It's the Bible of becoming your greatest version. Also, make sure you check out the Good Ass Prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. If you're a sexy ass model with a whole lot of heart, you want to model the clothing, well, go and buy some. And make sure you add me on Instagram, deep divers, at Ralph Smart. Shout out to everyone who's here, everybody who's diving deep, everybody who's been supporting the show, right? So Stranger Things are coming, and this is not a Netflix original show. This is an Infinite Waters original show, right? Stranger Things are coming. A lot has been happening on the planet. Where should we even start, right? A lot has been happening. And I really do hope you're taking care of yourself. I really do hope you're protecting your energy, because a lot more is about to happen and stranger things are coming. The whole world has changed very quickly in a short space of time. And it is because time as we know it is accelerating. Everything is becoming faster. Everything is speeding up. Shout out to everyone who's here. Stacy Lace, you are appreciated. Just wanted to say hi and thank you for all your time and positivity and always speaking the truth, Ralph. Hey, I love you. Hey, you are most definitely appreciated. Shout out to you. And like I say, deep divers, hit that like button. Get this into the algorithm. Hit that super chat. I'm reading every single comment. Let me know how it is around your way. Let me know how you've been along your journey, how everything has been going for you, right? So we're going to get into a few topics, deep divers. I actually did a video. I did a whole video and I said, you know what? I'm going to do it how I did it in 2020, where I upload a video, but I do a live stream first, right? So you're going to get another video after this. But stranger things are coming. It's already started, but people don't see it. I came across that Alex Jones story. Did you hear of that Alex Jones story, deep divers? He was kind of sued for like $1 billion. That's crazy, right? I heard about that story. I'm like, oh my gosh, Alex Jones got hit with a $1 billion suing by like all the victims of the Sandy Hook. And I'm like, whoa. Because I remember in 2012, he was saying, okay, you know, crisis actors. And that was kind of big, right? Back in the day, people were like, is it real? Is it fake? And you know, the families were just so outraged. They took him to court and he was ordered to pay. Wait a minute. Let me read it. He was ordered to pay. A jury decides Alex Jones must pay $965 million in Sandy Hook defamation trial. A Connecticut jury In InfoWars host Alex Jones' defamation trial said on Wednesday that he must pay $965 million in damages to multiple families that suffered from his false claims about the 2012 Sandy Hook elementary school mass shooting, which killed 26 people, including 20 children. That's crazy, right? So I saw that story. I actually did a video on that whole thing. Go and check it out after this. But in this video, I really want to talk to you. I came across an artist, right? A great artist. And, you know, he travels everywhere. He goes to South America, North America, Europe, Africa, all over the world. And he has amazing art, which I want to share with you. But before I do, we're going to come to that. But just get ready for that. And it's art that's really going to wake you up to this matrix and say, oh my gosh, what's really going on, right? We're going to come to that. How you're doing, deep divers. Shout out to everyone who's here, everybody who's diving deep. So, like I said, we're living in very strange times. When Jeffrey Dahmer, Monster, becomes Netflix #1 series, one of the biggest series of all times, 56 million households, right, have already watched it. This is how you know we're in big trouble, right? Because it shows that this is what people want, right? You can't just blame Netflix. Don't just blame the director. It's supply and demand. It's always been that way. But this is what people are interested in. Serial killers. This is what goes #1 box office, right? And this is why I said something has been happening on the planet. And it's got a lot to do with a lot of people have become disconnected, desensitized. And a lot of people are still not who they really are supposed to be. A lot of people, make sure you add me on Instagram, Deep Divers @RalphSmart, because I get a lot of messages. By the way, Deep Divers, there are people who are impersonating me on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, and they're asking for your cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. I told you, I don't do Bitcoin. I do Infinite Waters coin. But they're asking you to say, hey, donate to me, and don't do it. So if you get a comment on the YouTube, a lot of people have been messaging me. Ralph, someone's sending me a message. They're asking me to WhatsApp. That's not me, right? So just remind yourself of that. If anybody in the comment section is asking for you to send something to Bitcoin wallet or something, just remind yourself there are scammers, imitators, and impersonators. The cat down the road would never do that. Shout out to everyone who's here, deep divers, everybody who's diving deep, right? So check out this picture, right? This is one of the artworks by this artist, Jupiter Fab, right? Great piece of artwork. Now, what does this art picture show, deep divers? What does it show? What does it show you? Because this is a glimpse of the future. Because you got to remind yourself, the future isn't with the adults, it's with the children, right? The future, it's not about the adults, it's about the babies, right? So what does this show you? So when I saw that, I'm like, whoa, that was a powerful piece of artwork, right? Giving you a glimpse into the future. Shout out to everyone who's here, deep divers, everybody who's diving deep. You are appreciated. And like I said, deep divers, make sure you hit the like button. I'll just say it right now. Make sure you hit the like button, you share the video, you subscribe, you hit the notification bell, And like I say, Nicholas K, you are appreciated. Shout out to you. Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you, brother. You led me to creating high vibes through my music. And thanks to the Deep Divers for the loving comments on my YouTube. One Love also, Alex Jones is the man. They censor, so we can't choose. Shout out to you. You are appreciated. And Nicholas, I got a whole video after this I'm going to drop, which is called, I won't even tell you the title. You're going to see it, but it's about everything that's going to even blow your mind even more. Right. But I said, hey, let me go live just to check in with the Deep Divers. And wait a minute, Alex, I just want to thank you, because you're always supporting Infinite Waters.
Thank you very much.
You see, Alex, that's why I want to say thank you so much. You're appreciated. Deep Divers, how you feeling today? How you doing today? How's life going for you? Shout out to everyone who's here, everybody who's diving deep, everybody who's been diving deep. So when I came across that artwork, I'm like, whoa, that's pretty powerful, right? Because this picture is showing you a glimpse of the future. It's showing you what people are turning into, showing you where the direction of humanity is going. People aren't looking at you. They're staring at the screen, staring right down, right? How you feeling today, Deep Divers? Shout out to everyone. And I always say, I want to say a shout out to all the artists in the house. We are all artists, right? Some people draw, some people sing, some people are scientists, some people are doctors, nurses, architects. But really, the artist is the one who can show humanity what it needs to do to get back on track, right? And this artist has done a phenomenal job of that. Phenomenal job. Let me go to another picture. Right? Wait a minute. We're going to come to that. Shout out to everyone who's here, everybody who's diving deep. Hit that like button, Deep Divers. Hit that like button, hit that super chat. I want to read your comments. I want to read your messages. I want to see what you got to say. First of all, can I get a hello there, Deep Divers? That's the question. Can I get a hello there? Did you wake up saying that? Can I get a hello there? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Right. So, Optimist Jewel, you are appreciated. Thank you so much. Ralph, I'm in Nevada, US. I was a after-school teacher, and the school system is whack. They do not teach social and emotional skills. It is a detriment to society. I feel it's why we have so many issues. Absolutely. I used to work in a school. I used to work in a school for many years. I used to work with children with ADHD, autism, and I got a glimpse of, the whole educational system. And, a lot of the school system needs to be changed. In fact, I was listening to Sadhguru. He was talking to Mike Tyson. I already interviewed Sadhguru, and, he's very wise, so I'm listening, and he said something like this. He said, a lot of people are just going to school. You spend the whole of your life going to school, and it's all about how much you can vomit out, right? And I'm like, absolutely. That's a slow motion. Slow motion this side. And he said, I puke very little. Mike Tyson said, I didn't puke at all, right? That made me laugh. But, a lot of us, we get caught up in that trap, because it's all about, hey, get a degree, get your master's, get your doctorate even if you don't go to college or university, there's still pressure to make it, to be someone in this world, right? So, it's all about realizing right now you got to educate yourself, because there's so much misinformation out there. Miseducation. Shout out to Lauren Hill. Deep Divers, how you feeling today? Make sure you hit that like button, share the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let me shout out to everyone who's here. Everybody who's here, reading every single comment. Carl Lewis, you are appreciated. Thank you. And Kenny Breezy, thanks, Ralph, for all you do. You are appreciated. Shout out to you, right? You are all appreciated. So let me go back to this artist, because I want to show you some more pictures. Then we're going to get into the show. So I came across this picture. And this picture is a great one by the artist, because it's actually showing you modern life, right? And actually on another picture, it has so far, yet so close, yet so far, right? In fact, let me bring up that other picture he did, because it's so important. That's why I always tell you, shout out to all the artists who are really, putting a great message out there, because that's what it's always about. You need the artists to really wake up people. You need the artists to really get people to see things in a different way. But that was a powerful piece of artwork, right? So you see people are like on their phone, not concentrating. And, what he shows is really just a glimpse of modern society. And that's why I always tell you, be careful you don't have an accident. Do you know how many people, deep divers, wait a second. Do you know how many people have had an accident playing with their phone driving? There was a girl who was driving and she was trying to do a TikTok dance, but she wasn't paying attention to the road. And unfortunately, she passed away. And this stuff happens. In fact, I was seeing a video of two girls in Turkey, two young women in Turkey. They were on a roof. They were taking a selfie. And unfortunately, one of them fell through the roof down like 18 stories. It was crazy. But this is what happens sometimes when you are so plugged in, you can forget about what really matters. So this piece of art is fantastic. When you just really see it, people aren't looking at each other. This is another one by the artist, right? So great job. Let me show you another one. Now, in this example, the artist is just showing people, children, how they should be playing around, hopscotch, guitars, toys, all of that stuff. But then this is up to date, right? So he's showing you the before and the after. So Kathy Johnson, shout out to you. Shout out to everyone who's here, everybody who's diving deep. You are appreciated. And like I say, powerful artist, powerful artist. And this is what we have to remind ourselves of, deep divers, that really, art can change the world. Art can show people something they have not seen before. How are you feeling today, deep divers? Make sure, once again, you hit the like button, share the video. Once again, make sure you hit the like button, share the video. We just started Deep Divers. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling very good. Because, you know, there's nothing better than diving deep with Deep Divers, raising the frequency. And that's what it's all about. Kathy Johnson, you are appreciated. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. And shout out to you. Shout out to everyone who's been here diving deep. Stranger things are coming. It's already started, but people don't see it. So when I said that we're in right now a kind of calm before the storm, and you know, you want to be on your toes. A lot of things are happening right now on the planet, and this is not the time to kind of fall asleep. It's kind of time to be awake, and to be awake and aware, because there's a coming winter surprise. We're going to talk about that. Shout out to everyone who's here, everybody who's been diving deep. So let me as well go into this piece of art that this artist did. Now, check this out, Deep Divers. On one side, like I say, you have children who are just playing around, they're happy. On the other side, you've got the new children that are being born, the new generation. And this is why I said stranger things are coming. You think it's strange now. What if I told you? You ain't seen nothing yet. Everything is about to change and get very, very strange. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody who's here. Everybody. I want to remind you all, Deep Divers, that it's a phenomenal time to be alive. You know, I got to remind myself of this every single day, because a lot of us, we sometimes think, gosh, there's so much bad things happening in the world. And, you know, you got to remind yourself there's still a lot of great things happening. And the reason why is because so many people are waking up. So many people are starting to know who they really are. They're upgrading, elevating, updating. And that's what it's all about. I tell you right now, you want to be challenging yourself. You want to be challenging yourself. You want to be setting yourself a new challenge. My challenge was to say, okay, you know, I could do videos in the Heart of Nature. I've done videos, over 4,500 videos in the Heart of Nature. And I love to do it. I still do videos every single day in nature. I don't always upload them, but I'm always creating in nature. But I said, you know what? I've got to master live streaming, right? Because this is how I can get the information in live time to millions of people, right? And we're doing that, Deep Divers. Okay. All Bright Uber, you are appreciated. I plan on telling the girl of my dreams I'm in love with her. I hope this doesn't ruin our friendship. But I just can't hold in my feelings anymore. I want her to know I love her, so I would appreciate the luck and prayers. Hey. All Bright Uber, go and tell her you love her. Pour out your heart to her. Make sure you buy her some flowers. And get on one knee. Shout out to everyone who's here. And I want to tell you, first and foremost, you are appreciated.
Thank you very much.
Albright Uber, let me give you a few words of wisdom. The best thing you can do if you really like someone is tell them how you feel, because it saves both of you time. You know, so many times, Albright, because you left a generous gift, let me talk to you. So many times people hold how they really feel. They hold it inside. And I want you, Albright Uber, what do you think, Deep Divers? He should go and tell her how much he loves her. What do you think, Deep Divers? Do you agree? I think that's the best thing you can do. Because when you wear your heart on your sleeve, something great always happens from that. You know, the amount of people who they're like, oh my gosh, I never knew you liked me like this. You got to tell them. And if they don't like you, they'll tell you. And that saves you a whole lot of time. You can move on. Don't stay there. So I'm always saying that's the best thing you can do. Express how you feel to someone. And, you know, let them tell you how they feel about you. But don't, you know, keep it going on so long without telling them. Shout out to everyone who's here. You are truly appreciated. All of you wonderful deep divers. Rita Lewis, you are appreciated. So many wonderful deep divers who are here. So many wonderful deep divers. I'm going to read every single comment one at a time. You are appreciated. How's everybody doing today? Did you wake up on the right side of bed or the wrong side of bed, deep divers? So stranger things are coming, right? So another piece of art that the artist had, which really made me take a look at it, was this one. Here you have a couple in bed, and you know, they're not talking to each other, but they're fixated on this device. I think it's called an Apple iPhone. Could be a Samsung Galaxy. But they're not the only ones. I do it. You do it. You know, people do it all around the world. And people don't realize that soon you're going to be making love to this thing. Because people are already in the metaverse. Stranger things are coming. It's already happening. But people don't see it. You know, I want you to go and watch the film 2001, Space Odyssey by Stanley Kubrick. Now, Stanley Kubrick, very powerful director. Stanley Kubrick made The Shining. He also made Eyes Wide Shut, one of the last films he made before he passed away. And in the film Eyes Wide Shut, he was telling you what really goes on in these upper echelons, in these secret parties and rituals and all of these things. They didn't even release the full version of that film because they had to edit it and take out things. But he was giving the audience a message that there's a lot happening behind the scenes a lot of people aren't privy to. You know, and this is the reason why you have to remind yourself, like Shakespeare said, the whole world is a stage. And a lot is happening that a lot of people are unaware of. A lot has been planned a long time ago, and a lot of people don't realize there's levels to this shit. Shout out to everyone who's here, deep divers. You are appreciated. First and foremost, hit that like button, deep divers. Reading every single comment, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit the share button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Reading every single comment, hit that super chat. Rita Lewis, you are appreciated. Carmen and Jason's Journey, you are appreciated. Did I catch Infinite Waters live after listening to you on YouTube for 10 years? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
much.
Rita, I gotta say you are appreciated because you've been supporting Infinite Waters for over a decade, and we're still here. You know, we're still here shining in our glory, and it's good to be here after all these years. That's why I always say, as you grow and you want to be getting better, but it doesn't always happen like that, because as time goes on, people lose the passion. They look different. They get careless, reckless. They get carried away. It can really go to their head. Me, I had to stay humble, reminding myself it's a gift. As it's given, it can be taken away. So Rita, you have been diving deep with Infinite Waters for a long time. And I want to tell you, you are appreciated. Did I catch Infinite Waters live after listening to you on YouTube for 10 years? Ashay, sending love and light. Your message has transformed my life. 212 Aquarius equal feeling limitless. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. How you feeling today, deep divers? Shout out to everyone who's here. I said, hey, let me go live. I did a video, but I say, wait a minute, let me go live first, then put out the video after. Right? Or I might just leave this one and do the other one tomorrow. But, you know, it's important for me, especially in these days and times, to really talk to you in live time. That's one of the things I said. You got to make sure you're challenging yourself every single day. Because if you get stuck, you get left behind. For me, for the longest time, I said, okay, I can just wake up, do my nature videos, and that's it. But I realized the game has changed. The game has changed. So I got to do left hand, right hand, right? Left hand, right hand is, okay, now you need to go into the metaverse because that's where people are. You need to interact with this streaming thing. I might go on Twitch soon because this is how you can reach more people. And this is how the awakening grows. So I always tell you, don't get too comfortable where you are. Because I was getting comfortable where I was, but I realized I was stagnating. You got to every single day remind yourself that you got to go to another level, which means you got to challenge yourself. So that's what I'm doing with these live streams and say, okay, let me go another way, come from a different angle. And that's why we're doing it big, deep divers. We even got the love bombs dropping, right? So, like I say, this artist, that's Alex Jones, right? We already talked about that. This artist is really showing us something we have to pay attention to, because a lot of people don't realize stranger things are coming. We don't really realize that. You see, my generation, I'm still young. Ralph, you're 18. I know, deep divers. It's that coconut butter. It's that coconut oil, baby. I'm still young, but the even younger generation, all they know is iPad and iPhone. That's all they know. All they know is the metaverse. So this is why stranger things are coming, because soon you're not going to have human beings. You're going to have androids, humanoids. You're going to have people who can be any gender they want. You're going to have people who you're not going to be able to say anything. They can say, I'm a cat. And you're going to say, yes, you are. But you're not the cat down the road, right? And this is the world we're living in, where a lot of the times people don't realize that. Shout out to everyone who's here, deep divers. How you feeling today? I'm excited. I'm excited, right? I'm excited. I woke up like this all magical and shit, right? And I said, let me talk to the deep divers because we got to talk about this. So stranger things are coming. We can see what's happening with Russia and Ukraine. Let me talk about that for a second. Now, let me just talk about things that are going on in the matrix. So with Russia and Ukraine, what you got to remind yourself of, deep divers, is that all wars create profit. First World War, Second World War, Vietnam War, Cold War. War creates profit. And anytime there's a war, billionaires are made. And like I say, you want to remind yourself to spread love into the world. And you also have to remind yourself the real war that's happening is not between Russia and Ukraine. It's the war happening inside of yourself. Slow motion this side. I said, the real war that's happening is not between Russia and Ukraine. Deep divers. It's the war happening within yourself. And it's the war between separation. Nation against nation. My God against your God. My color against your color. All of these are the illusions, which is the reason why war happens. But there's a greater war happening, is spiritual warfare. That's what's happening. Spiritual warfare. And, you know, like I say, the term conspiracy theorist was created. Wait a minute. What if I told you, you know, the X-Files, they already tell you what's coming on the planet. You know, all of those series, the X-Files, they speak of a lot of what's happening right now and what's to come, because they always put it in the films, the episodes, the script writers. They know what's coming. Even the Simpsons, they know what's coming. Donald Trump got elected as president in the film, in the Simpsons, right? So they always show you in the cartoons. That's the whole joke about it. You think these people who have these cartoons are stupid. But what they have to do, part of the ritual, you have to put it in the cartoon. You got to put it in the film. Deep Impact. Morgan Freeman was Obama before Barack Obama. But you didn't even see that one, right? They got to put it in the films, put it in the movies, and then that's how the magic works. They got to show you it before it happens. Let me talk about Kanye West for a second. I sold my soul to the devil for a crappy deal. At least it came with a few toys like a Happy Meal. Now, the reason why I'm talking about Kanye West is because Kanye West, whether you like him or not, is highly influential and great artist, great producer. And he was born a star, as we all are. But Kanye West has been trying to get out a message to you for a long time. Because you see, Kanye West is somebody who is like aware of what's going on and realizes what I call the old man in the Squid Games secret. You see, the richest person and the poorest person have the same thing in common. Didn't the old man in the Squid Games say that at the end of the film? At the end of the series? Right? Because once you have all of that wealth, it gets boring. You start doing dumb shit. And then you realize, actually, I don't want to be the richest one in the grave. Let me start spilling the beans. And this is what happens. It's when the artist program starts to break down. Happened to a lot of famous artists, you know, as they have been through their career, they now start speaking their heart and mind. Shout out to everyone who's here, everybody who's diving deep. right? Everybody who's diving deep, infinite waters. Once again, deep divers, hit that like button. Share the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit that super chat. Oh yeah, deep divers, we're having fun today. So I was inspired by Kanye West because Kanye West is a great artist, producer. I'm a producer myself, right? So when I heard his productions, I'm like, okay, this guy is very talented, but he's also got a big mouth. And when you are somebody who has access to millions of people to influence them, there's things that you're not allowed to say if you're in that circle. If you have 100 million people, 200 million people listening to what you're saying, it can be dangerous for you to start speaking and opening your big mouth, because now you start exposing what's really going on. Michael Jackson actually did it. He was doing it. But Michael Jackson was really about to take it to the next level. And Michael Jackson owned the Beatles catalog. He owned all of these catalogs. But he started to wake up. Michael Jackson started to wake up to say, wait a minute, something just ain't right. Michael Jackson knew that the media are full of lies, right? So they can build you up, then they can tear you down. And he was ready to really expose the whole thing, but they knew it. And they realized that we can't allow that to happen. But like I told you, you can't serve two masters. You got to choose. And that's the same thing with Kanye West. You can't serve two masters. You're either Hollywood or you're not. You can't be in the middle. And this is what happens in today's world. That's why I told you, because this artist, right? Stranger things are coming. It's already started, but people don't see it. A lot of these young children, youth, they're plugged into this reality of the illusions, right? Not realizing the people who have these things, it's not all what it's cracked up to be. Shout out to everyone who's here, deep divers. You are appreciated. I hope your day is going good. Make sure you hit the like button, share the video, right? And, we've just been diving deep continuously. What I want you to do, deep divers, hit that super chat. Let's read some comments. Give thanks. Like I always say, gratitude always wins. Let's do that. And, let's raise the frequency. Because like I say, I'm so thankful to be here. You want to go 80s, deep divers? What should we do? We can go 80s. We can go the new 80s. We can go the new 80s. Or we can go the old 80s. We can go the new 80s or we can go the old 80s, right? Oh yeah. Let's go the new 80s. Infinite waters.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
me sprinkle some good ass energy on you right now. Infinite waters diving deep. Raising the frequency. Raising the vibration. Listen, deep divers.
Let the love and the light shine through. Let the love and the light shine through.
Do it right now.
Let the love and the light shine through. Let the love and the light shine through.
Do it right now.
Let the love and the light shine through. Let the love and the light shine through.
Do it right now.
Let the love and the light shine through. Find peace inside of you.
Deep divers. Infinite waters. All you have is now. Living your best life. How you feeling, deep divers? Enjoying the vibe? Like I told you, we've just been rocking out for an hour. Stranger things are coming. Shout out to everyone who's here. But we're going to come back to that. We're going to come back to that. And I got a whole house mix for you as well. Stranger things are coming. It's already started, but people don't see it. So, like I said, this artist is doing a great job and, you know, really showing where humanity is going. You know, and I always say, pay attention to the artists because they show you a glimpse of what's to come, right? They show you a glimpse of what's to come, of what's coming. Now, this picture, which I saw, is a great picture as well because it shows, same one from the artist, people talking. This could be a big revelation. Oh my gosh, people are talking to each other. But it was the only one in his collection. And I'm like, okay, there's some hope here, right? So we got to remind ourselves that we got to remind ourselves to be human every day as opposed to being androids, right? Because in this society, a lot of people, you know, he has this thing, is this modern society, right? Question mark. And this is why stranger things are coming, because you got to remind yourself, you see, everything takes time to get there and to get back. That's a slow motion. That's a slow motion, deep divers. Okay, a question for you, deep divers. What time period would you like to be alive, right? So we got 4. What do you think the greatest time period to be alive was, right? So we got number 1, the Golden Age, ancient Egypt. That's number 1. That's A. B, we're talking about the Renaissance in Europe. C, talking about Timbuktu, Africa. Or D, right now, right? So you let me know. What do you think was the best time to be alive? What do you think is the best time to be alive? Go, deep divers. I'll let me know. Once again, the best time to be alive. Is it A, ancient Egypt, the Golden Age? Is it B, the Renaissance in Europe? Is it C, Timbuktu in Africa? Or is it D, right now? Do you want to phone a friend, deep divers? Do you want to ask the audience? You're playing for a lot of money. If you get it right, you win everything. If you don't, you end up with nothing. Who wants to be a millionaire, deep divers? A lot of people are saying A, C, right? Well, I'll tell you, for me, it's right now. It's definitely right now. And this is the mindset. This is the most empowering mindset you can have, to say the best time period to be alive in is right now. So much opportunity. And when you realize this, that means every single day, as soon as you wake up, you say, okay, right now is the best time to be alive. Right now is the best time to be alive, right? And this is what we got to remind ourselves of, because a lot of people, they're thinking back to ancient times and all of this, and that's fantastic. But right now is the best time to be alive. And we got to make it that. We got to make it that. And it can be that, you know. But once again, this life can be your heaven or your hell, depending on the choices you make, depending on the frequency you're in. I told you, stranger things are coming. Pay attention to the voices of people speaking out. And that's why I said, when you realize that we sometimes think you can have all of this power, like Kanye West has all of this money, billionaire, but he just got cancelled, more or less. So you got to ask yourself, who's pulling the strings? And I told you that the only way to be free is to really create your own reality. And that means you can't serve two masters. I told you, I was offered a deal. I was offered the deal. I was shown the door. Hey, we could make you a superstar. This was back in 2015. I was in Hollywood. I got approached. Infinite Waters, we love what you're doing. Let me help you. Let's go to the next level. All you got to do is sign here. I'm going to change your life forever. I went Santa Monica, went to the hotel. I was ready to sign the papers. I said, wait a minute. Something doesn't feel right. Am I signing the papers, or am I signing away my soul? Slow motion this side. And this is why I told you, in today's world, who you are, your authenticity is more precious than diamonds and gold, right? And we got to remind ourselves of this.
Perfect.
I made myself a superstar. We are all superstars, right? And that's the whole thing. You know, a lot of the times you're going to meet people in life who are going to come to you when you've already made it. I was like Conor McGregor. I'm like, wait a minute.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
That's what I was like. Because he just came out of the blue. He just came out of the blue, deep divers, right? So we got to remind ourselves of that. In this world of materialism and all of these things, like I told you, this artist is showing you stranger things are coming. It's already started, but people don't see it. When you have people who are more connected to their iPhone than other people, we're in big trouble. Because it's not about the adults. It's about the children. Right? And when you remind yourself that a lot of people right now have become prisoners. And that's always a choice. I always say use it, don't get used by it. But we got to remind ourselves, technology is not a bad thing. iPhones aren't bad. But it's realizing this is how people get controlled. Like I said, a lot of people hear something, then they believe it. And the reason why that happens is because late at night, they've watched something, they've seen something, they've heard something. And this is the reason why stranger things are happening. If you can get someone to believe something, even if it's not true, then that can be very powerful. And this is the reason why many people need to take a look at their own life. Shout out to everyone who's here, deep divers. You are truly appreciated. Everybody who's diving deep. You know, I uploaded a video. I said, wait a minute. Let me do a live stream before. Do you want me to upload the video, deep divers, after this? Ralph, it will be better if you upload the video after this. That's A. B is tomorrow. C is next week. D is next month. Let's go, deep divers. I mean, can you handle this amount of truth, deep divers? Should Ralph Smart upload the video after this? Tomorrow? Next month? Or next year? A lot is on the line, deep divers. You can phone a friend. Ask the audience. You still got 3 lifelines. Your mum's probably at home looking at you like, gosh, make the right choice. It's getting tense, deep divers. A, is that your final answer? Is that your final answer, deep divers? I'll put it out after this, right? So, stranger things are coming. You know, one thing I wanted to tell you, deep divers, like when you take a look around at everything that's happening, I told you the whole world is a stage. And, you know, when you really realize that it's a great time to be alive right now, because what we got to do is really keep our energy high, keep our frequency high, right? Because what we're seeing right now is the end of the Matrix. And I talk about that in the new video. You know, you're seeing the signs of it everywhere. You have a President Biden who can't even remember his name properly. He's speaking. Sometimes he falls asleep. And these are all the signs of the times. This is what happens at the tipping point. Because it's showing you that it's a reflection of the people. The leader is a reflection of the people. That's a slow motion. The leader is a reflection of the people. So when you have a president, I was watching some of President Biden, Joe Biden speaking, and sometimes he even forgets what he wants to say. right? And I'm like, this is crazy. You know, you're in charge of one of the most powerful nations on the planet, and you can't even put a sentence together properly. But like I told you, the whole world is a stage. You know, don't take everything seriously. Everything is all part of the act. And that's why I said, you want to make sure you're not falling for the okie doke. You want to make sure you're not falling for the okie doke. You should be leading yourself, right? Shout out to everyone who's here, Deep Divers. Stranger things are coming. So I saw this AI thing as well, Deep Divers, right? Of Kim Kardashian. And, you know, it was showing how, you know, without cosmetic surgery, what they would look like. And it's crazy, right? Absolutely crazy. But we're in a world where people can look however they want to look. They can be whatever they want to be. And this is the new world order. And that's okay. But that only means that a lot of what you're seeing in people is not really who they are. Shout out to everyone who's here. Deep Divers. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. And hit that super chat. Shout out to everyone who's here. Can I get a hello there, Deep Divers? Let's raise the frequency. Let's raise the frequency. Right? So what I'm going to do, Deep Divers, because like I always say, these live streams, it's not just about me. This is the people's show. And one of the things in the Matrix, because I told you everything is backwards. You see, for me, when I was approached, offered the deal many, many years ago, I started to learn one thing, that in the Matrix, you get rewarded for lying. The bigger liar you are, the more rewards you get. The more deceitful you are, deceptive you are, the more you're praised. And a lot of people who are talking about low vibrational stuff, I can't knock them. You know why? Because their audience supports them. And this is a lesson. Some of the so-called most low vibrational people will hold you down more than so-called spiritual ones. This is the lesson. Right? So that's why I always say, I had to learn that early on to realize that my message has to go everywhere. Not for just people who are waking up, but for people who are just regularly living their life out. Because you never know whose heart is really true. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. You have people who are so-called low vibrational, but they're supporting someone. They're contributing. They're showing gratitude. And that's why I say, that's why I don't fall into the whole spiritual trap. I'm just infinite waters. But remind yourself, every day, gratitude is key. Every single day, remind yourself gratitude is key. Because like I told you, we have to support the ones who are doing it. I'm blessed every single day. That's why I got this whole setup, right? I got this whole setup. I'm already in abundance, Deep Divers. Doesn't make a difference to me. But I want you to be a part of Infinite Waters' success. I want you to be a part of the success of Infinite Waters. I want you to be a part of the Infinite Waters success story, to say, actually, I supported Infinite Waters. I contributed to Infinite Waters. Because you got to remind yourself, you can't get something for nothing. Everything in the universe is transactional. And this is the reason why many people, they hide their information and their knowledge. You got to pay for it. I don't blame these people because they know human beings are ungrateful. Many people are ungrateful. And for me, I'm very, very well aware of that. I'm just overflowing in abundance that doesn't even bother me. I can just share and share and share because it comes back to me tenfold. But I want to remind you that if you want to receive, you must give, you must contribute, because that's how you can receive more every single day. Don't think you can get something without anything. I had to pay my dues. You know, back in the day when I first started, ever wonder why I got over 2 million subscribers? You don't just wake up with that. You know, I'm an OG in the game, but for a reason, because I had to pay homage. I had to give gratitude where gratitude was due. There were people way ahead of me. I had to say thank you. I had to say, hey, help me out. I'm going to be thankful, contribute, had to learn. They helped me open the door. You can't get something for nothing. So always remind yourself, if you want to elevate, you want to manifest, secret rule, give thanks. So deep divers, make sure you hit that like button. I want everyone to hit that like button, share the video, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit that super chat. Hit that super chat and give thanks. Do that. And let's show gratitude to Infinite Waters and the cat down the road. In the meantime, let's give thanks. Shout out to the one, like Mr. Cam. I see you in the house. Shout out to all the deep divers. Give thanks, deep divers. Hit that super chat. Hit that like button. Gratitude always wins. How you enjoying the tunes? It's so smooth out here. One love. I told you I had the freshest collection. Shadow Moon, you are appreciated. Hope this helps you as your channel. You're an inspiration for others and you're not alone in the fight. Keep going. Good vibrations. Can I get a hello there? You are appreciated. You can't lie, deep divers. This is relaxing you. I know. It's all about raising the frequency and the vibration. Let's go. This has turned into the disco night. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you know, beautiful house vibes, deep divers, you are appreciated. Shout out to everyone who's here. Everybody who's diving deep. Like I always say, you are appreciated. You know, so far the show has been phenomenal. And I really said, let me go live, because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. You know, I uploaded a video, but I said, I got to elevate, right? I got to be doing like these Twitch streamers do, man. I got to be really going live more, you know, and I always got a lot of things to do. But I said, hey, I'm going to go live, most definitely. And let me shout out to everyone who's here. You are appreciated. Most definitely. Red Apple. Shout out to you. Thank you for that. You are definitely appreciated. How you feeling today, deep divers? Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button. Share the video. I hope your day is going good. And we got a lot to talk about, deep divers. We got a lot to talk about. A lot to dive into. So, stranger things are coming. It's already started, but people don't see it. So, like I said, I came across this picture, and this was done by the artist, and it really, it's a whole glimpse of what's coming, right? A whole glimpse of the direction of humanity. And it's so important to really take a note of this, to really see that all of this is creating something. You know, if we take a look at the other one, we'll come back to that. Shout out to everyone who's here, deep divers. You're appreciated. Everybody who's been diving deep. Everybody who's been really diving deep. So one of the biggest things I wanted to talk to you today about as well, deep divers, is that, you know, right now, time is speeding up for a lot of people. You know, time seems to be speeding up for a lot of people in a very big way. And we've really got to remind ourselves every single day that, you know, we have to slow down the clock. You know, we have to slow down the clock. We have to not rush around so much. You know, living in this internet world is hard. It's hard to kind of keep your balance, you know, because things are really rushing out. When I was in Greece, I did that video. When I was in Greece, I did that whole video saying how time is accelerating, you know, and this is the whole trap of the matrix. You see, TikTok is symbolic of the TikTok clock. You know, they're telling you what's going on. Don Julio, you are appreciated. Love your Alpha, you are appreciated. You know, TikTok is symbolic of the TikTok clock. You know, this name is not by accident. It's given for a reason, because it's symbolizing time is running out. You know, time is running out for a lot of people. And, you know, you have to be ready for that. Shout out to everyone who's here, everybody who's diving deep. Everybody who's diving deep. 1 second. So, really reminding you, deep divers, right about now, to keep your frequency high. Shout out to everyone who's here. Everybody who's been diving deep. I want to play you one song, deep divers. Then we're going to raise the frequency even more. Listen to this.
We live in a society where people hate their jobs, media and wrong nutrition take away our faith in God. They changing our thoughts, how can you say this ain't a plot? And if we don't react, we can expect that our brains will rot. See, every one of us got a purpose, now go and find it. Actually, you don't have to look for it if you're open-minded. Everything's connected, but the way we live is so divided. I'm just trying to enlighten you, cause the human folk is blinded. Your thoughts are responsible for how you perceive your life. Humans got different opinions, so do what you believe is right. Religions were invented to control and to make people fight. Why should I go to church? I just talk to God if I need advice. Fuck the separation, we're supposed to be a unity. Too many shady intentions, no one cares about you and me. I became suspicious, don't even eat the food I used to eat. Don't get manipulated and be careful what you choose to be. People always tell you what you can, but it's wrong. You should never really give a damn if you're strong. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. No matter what they say, hold on to your dream, cause anything is possible as long as you breathe. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Look, if you wanna achieve something, you don't need massive luck. If it's something you really want, then all you need to have is guts. Your subconscious mind and thoughts are shaping your reality. So own it yourself if you ain't satisfied with your salary. See, everything you do should be done with enthusiasm. Love is important too, and do never ever lose your passion. Enjoy the moment and stay away from things you can't control, and focus on the news if you really want to expand your soul. They only show us all the negative things that happen now. The problem we have is the false knowledge that's getting passed around. All these people who control the world are really selfish beasts, making us insecure and taking away our self-esteem. I'm the only person I know who questions his existence. Maybe it's my purpose to spread the truth with explicit wisdom. I will be glad if I could make this planet a better place. And if you got the same intention, then you shouldn't hesitate. People always tell you what you can, but it's wrong. You should never really give a damn if you're strong. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. No matter what they say, hold on to your dream, cause anything is possible as long as you breathe. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Start to live in harmony and stop to live in doubt and fear. Find a reason to smile instead of drowning in 1,000 tears. Ask your heart for advice so you won't regret your chosen path. Everybody needs motivation, you can't be too old for that. Showing gratitude is necessary for your future goals. You need to learn from your losses, but you should never lose your hope. Satan was created by humans to make us feel afraid. They're trying to confuse us so we don't even know what's real and fake. Listen closely to your heart so no one can control your mind. Don't believe everything just cause you hear it from an older guy. Don't get me wrong, I don't say that everything you've been told's a lie, but there are a lot of people who wanna say your soul is mine. You gotta protect it, ensure that your heart is guiding you. If you follow your intuition, it's easy to find the truth. Don't let your ego hinder you from living your life in peace. So you will never reach your full potential if your mind is weak. People always tell you what you can, but it's wrong. You should never really give a damn if you're strong. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart.
Oh yes, listen to your heart. Let me shout out to everyone who's here. Deep divers, you're truly appreciated. Aubrey, you are appreciated. Love you, Ralph. FaceTime you every day. Thank you. You are appreciated. Thank you. Aubrey, thank you. Carrie, Hunter, you are appreciated. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Much love to you all. And thank you for streaming. Wait a minute.
Thank you very much.
Don Julio, you are appreciated. Love you, Ralphie. Hey, you are appreciated. You are appreciated, Don Julio. And everyone who's on this live stream are truly appreciated. Once again, deep divers, make sure you hit that like button. Hit that like button. Share the video. Hit that super chat. Hit that like button. Share the video. Hit that super chat. Let's get this into the algorithm. Because so much is happening right now in the world. So, you know, and that's why, you know, I have to do these live streams, because things are really accelerating. You know, one of the things I wanted to tell you about Deep Dives is relationships. And, you know, a lot of people's relationships, their connections are kind of in turmoil or going through a hard time right now. And it's got everything to do with the state of the planet. I always say you can't have chaotic relationships with a peaceful world. You can't have a peaceful world with chaotic relationships. Everything is interconnected. You can't have everybody on the planet in a beautiful relationship. It's not possible, because the world is not at peace. Society is nothing more than you and I. So if you want to know how people relationships are, between male and female relationships and whatnot, take a look at the state of the world. Because the state of the world is a reflection of the relationships. The relationships are a reflection of the world. And that's why I always say, you know, people have got to turn this car around before it goes off the cliff. Egos can destroy relationships. Egos can destroy relationships. And in life, you don't want to let your ego get the best of you. You know, a lot of people, they let their ego take over. A lot of people, they let their ego govern them. And this is one of the reasons why the world is in the state it's in. Because people are full of ego. And that's why we got to check our own egos. We got to heal ourselves. And we got to remind ourselves that it's on us right now. Shout out to everyone who's here, everybody who's diving deep. Deep divers, how you feeling today? How you feeling today, deep divers? I said, let me talk to deep divers, right? So, like I said, this picture which I came across from this artist, really showing where the world is heading. And we got to take a look at ourselves. Like I told you, when you have people staring at screens, I do that. But when you have people, children, this is all they know. The next question is, how can I be known? You see, money is not the currency in the matrix. Okay, we got who wants to be a millionaire, right? So 30 seconds. What is the currency in the matrix? And you are appreciated. Can you speak of marijuana use briefly and your view on it? Absolutely. But this is going on, right? So what is the currency of the matrix? Is it A, money? Is it D? Is it B? Sorry. Fame? Is it C, love? Or is it D, attention? You can phone a friend. You're not sure? Where's mum when you need her? You still got one lifeline left. You can ask the audience if you want. Give you more time. Let's go again. What's the currency of the matrix? Is it A, money? Like they always say, money makes the world go around. Is it B, fame? Is it C, love? People do say love is the most powerful force in the world. Or is it D, attention? What are you thinking? Deep divers. People are saying attention, people are saying energy, people are saying money. Money rules everything, right? What is the currency of the Matrix? Is it really money? Is it fame? Is it love? Or is it attention? Oh, and the time is up. And the answer was D. Attention. Attention, attention, attention is the currency of the Matrix. And this is the reason why I told you, in a world where attention is the new currency, people are fighting for this attention. It's not money. It's not about the money anymore. It's about the attention. It's about saying something that can make you go viral. And this is the reason why when couples go to bed, a lot of the times they're not facing each other like this artist displays. They're facing their phone because they know attention is the new currency. And a lot of people are not realizing this. It's not about the money, it's about the attention. This is what is the currency of the Matrix. And that's why if you are someone who can be bought out for a few pieces of silver, you'll do anything for attention. And a lot of people do anything for attention. They do absolutely anything for attention. And this is where it can be dangerous, because now a lot of people, they are gonna sell their soul. They're gonna do some dumb shit, silly stuff just to get attention. But you can't blame people, because this is what people praise in the Matrix. You know, people, like I told you, the Netflix special, one of the biggest Netflix dramas, Jeffrey Dahmer, Monster. I saw the first episode. It was even hard to continue because I'm like, this is some sick shit. But this is what a lot of people are interested in. And, you know, it's like, it just shows you where society is. And this is the reason why Netflix I don't know if they gave any money to the people, the victims, you know, the victims' family members. They should have taken all of that money they made from that series and given it to all of the family members. But I doubt they did that. And that's why I'm telling you, it's not even about principle anymore. It's about, hey, let's create something so everyone can watch it. But what are people going to watch? That's the question. We got another question. What are people going to watch? Is it A, programs about love and inspiration? Is it B, about the universe and the Milky Way galaxy? Is it C, murder, torture, and mayhem? Or is it D, sex and lust? You want to phone a friend? You can ask the audience, deep divers. What are people gonna watch the most? Is it programs about love and inspiration? Right? Is it about the universe? Are they going to watch programs about the stars and the Milky Way? Is that going to be the #1 best series? Or is it about murder, gore, or is it sex and lust? Which one? A lot of people are not sure between C or D. C or D, which one? What program do you think will do better on Netflix? A program about sex or a program about violence? What do you think? I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer just got 56 million households watching it. It's intense right now. A lot of people are saying C. And I would go with C. You know, it's always going to be a personal thing, but I would say C. Violence is what goes viral. This is the reason why on these social media sites like WorldStar, you got people knocking each other out, girls fighting each other. You know, violence is how you get attention in the Matrix. Violence sells. That's the reason why all of these Hollywood films, what do they always show on the poster? Let's do another Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Let's do another Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Deep Divers, make sure you hit the like button. Share the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the super chat. We're having fun today, right? So let's do another one. And shout out to everyone who got that right. So you're playing for 1 million. Wait a minute, 500,000. And I asked you, shout out to everyone who's here. Shout out to everyone who's here, Deep Divers. We got to remind ourselves right now, you know, it's about elevating. It's about elevating everything, you know, and that's what I'm doing. But I also know I'm in a battle because, you see, they changed the algorithms. I want everyone here to hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. I'm in a battle. You see, around 2012, 2011, 2012, YouTube was on fire. YouTube was so much on fire, like the awakening movement was so crazy. Everything was going viral. You could do a video about how to meditate, going viral. I did a video on marijuana, 6 million views. 6 million views like the first few weeks. I did videos on the third eye. All of those videos had over 3 million views. One now even has over 4 million views, right? So around that time, 2012, there was a huge awakening happening, which tied into the Mayan calendar, which was really the ending of that calendar, right? And this is the reason why the consciousness was so high on the planet. And as time went on, a lot of people woke up, started to eat better, do a little Samba baby. But as time went on, they realized the same thing they had created was now detrimental. The same thing they had created was now detrimental. And we've got to pay attention to this because nothing is all good, nothing is all bad. But these media apps, whether it's YouTube, I'll talk about YouTube, these are the same apps which actually spread a lot of great information all around the world, the platform, when it first started. But it realized that it's too powerful. So they had to kind of weed out this information from the algorithms. That's why I want everyone to hit the like button. When you hit the like button, everything gets put into the algorithm. And that's why I told you, you got people celebrating death. You got people making Jeffrey Dahmer #1 movie, #1 series in the US. See, people are supporting gore. That Netflix special made, I would say, at least a lot of money, millions of dollars. So, like I told, that's why I don't hate on people who are supporting that trash, because it's a business model which people support. People are showing gratitude for Jeffrey Dahmer and the whole series. But can you show gratitude for those who are doing the work? That's the question. Right? And that's what it always boils down to. Because like I say, the devil always has support. Always has support. It's time for you to start supporting the righteous. And that's the whole thing. Because like I said, everything is about supply and demand. And in today's world, a lot of people are addicted to bad news. And this is the reason why stranger things are coming. Right? You know, I did a whole video on how there are billions of Earth-like planets all around this universe. And when you realize this, you realize stranger things, right? They were dropping some truth in that, because when you talk about Roswell, when you talk about all of these sites, you know, people have been visited by ETs for a long time. And there's a tribe in Mali called the Dogons. If you get a chance, research the Dogon tribe. So, the Dogon tribe in Mali, what star system did they see before even modern day scientists? Is it A, Sirius A, B, Sirius B, C, Sirius C, or D, Sirius D? The clock is ticking, deep divers. You could phone a friend. You're not sure? Could be D. Shout out to everyone who's here, right? Sirius B, right? And they knew it before even modern day scientists. And this is why I told you that there are, even in the Zulu tribe, Credo Mutwa, right? Talks about the Chitahuri in the Zulu tribe, right? Beings who were different, who came down. So in every civilization, there's been talk of this. Who built Stonehenge? People still don't know. Who built the Great Pyramids? Who built, at the time they were building the Great Pyramids, there were pyramids all around the world, in Bosnia, all over the world, in Mexico. And there's this ancient wisdom that a lot of us can't even wrap our minds around, right? And that's the great thing to see, to realize that there are things you don't know. There are things you know you don't know. And there are things you don't know you don't know. And that's why a lot is about to be revealed about the origins of humanity, where humans themselves came from. I'm diving too deep, deep divers. Shout out to everyone who's here. Hit that like button, deep divers. Hit that like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. And shout out to everyone who's here, everybody who's diving deep. You're appreciated. Stranger things are coming. It's already here, but people don't see it. You know, a lot is happening right now in the world. So many things are happening right now. But can I get a hello there, deep divers? That's the main thing. Can I get a hello there? How you feeling out there, deep divers? How's everybody's day going? So, a lot of the times, shout out to everyone who's here. Deep divers, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's raise the frequency. I want everyone to hit that like button, leave a super chat of gratitude, and I'm going to take your messages. Once again, hit that like button, leave a super chat of gratitude, and then we can dive into it. This is not about me. This is the people's show. Let's talk about it. Let's raise the frequency. Let's raise the frequency, deep divers. I think we can go 80s. Should we go 80s, deep divers? We could go 80s. Let's see. We can go the old 80s or the new 80s. What do you want? I'm so happy. The whole world is just beginning. We already won. It's about us all. So many beautiful deep divers here. This is for everyone who's here today. Yeah, I'm so happy. Shout out to Mark Egan, Max Pagan, Mark Pagan. Shout out to Mark Pagan. You are appreciated. Go and check out his music as well. So happy to manifest whatever you want, to be whatever you want. It's a choice. Freedom is a must. We have to become the spoon. We have to become the spoon, deep divers. How you feeling today? Shout out to everyone who's here. Everybody who made it. You are appreciated. And like I say, someone just said, Ralph, you are divinely protected and beautiful. Absolutely. Because like I say, when you do the work, you're always protected. You got to remind yourself, this is not just my plan. This is God's plan for me. This is the universe's plan for me. And it's also the universe's plan for your own life. We got to remind ourselves, I had to choose between two masters. And I had to realize you can't follow two masters. You can't serve two masters. You can't be in and then out. You got to be in or out. You got to choose. And right now, you have to choose which world you're going to be a part of, you know, because stranger things are coming. If you think the world is strange right now, if you thought the last few years were strange with lockdowns, pandemic, all of that COVID stuff, you ain't seen nothing yet. Right? And that's why I said in the dream I have, go and watch that video, right? Because we're in the time of great change. With great change means there's a great letting go. There's a great metamorphosis. And this is the reason why a lot of energies are high. It was a full moon not too long ago. And a lot of people are feeling these effects. But, you know, we got to remind ourselves there is no spoon. There is no spoon. And this is your film. You are the creator of everything. And you have to remind yourself of all of that. Shout out to everyone who's here, everybody who's diving deep. Once again, deep divers, you know, powerful show. You are all appreciated. So many wonderful deep divers. And this is what happens, deep divers, when you're in abundance. You can really just relax and let go of fear, right? That's the frequency we want to be on, where everything is flowing. You know, this whole setup, which I got with this live stream setup, everything is smooth right now. But to get here took a lot of work to say, okay, how can I do this? How can I do that? How can I get the camera to move this way, that way? It takes a lot of mastery. It's the same as in life. It seems easy, but it's very difficult. Everything is layered. In our life, nothing is easy. If you want to go to the next level, you're going to realize everything is layered. Everything is always layered. And this is what you want to remind yourself of every single day, that there's levels to this. Shout out to you. Shout out to everyone who, I'm reading every comment. Deep divers, hit that super chat. Hit that like button. Hit that super chat. Hit that like button. Hit that super chat, deep divers. Hit that like button. Let's talk about it. So, myself, you are appreciated. How do you feel about Sadhguru being practical on your show, but on Joe Rogan, he talks about leading groups to certain parts of Earth to talk about aliens? Well, you know, shout out to Sadhguru. You know, like I say, I'm only humbled that he was willing to come on to Infinite Waters. You know, I can respect Sadhguru simply because, like I say, you gotta, me being younger, you gotta pay homage to those who came before you. I can respect Sadhguru because once again, he was willing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. When I said, hey, can you come on to Infinite Waters? Yes, I'm happy to do that. And this is what I'm trying to tell you, that you never know where support will come from. So always remind yourself that you know, there's people who are supporting you that you don't know about. There's people who are helping you that you don't know about. And I'm somebody who loves to collaborate. You know, before, now, let me give you a question, deep divers. Okay. So we're gonna do Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Hit that like button, deep divers. Hit that share button. Before Ralph Smart was on YouTube, he had a very popular A, radio show, B, TV show, C, newspaper column in the Sunday Times, or D, mentoring club. Which one? You got 3 lifelines, deep divers. You can phone a friend. You can ask the audience. One more time. Before Ralph Smart was on YouTube, he had a very popular A, radio show, B, TV show, C, newspaper column, or D, mentoring club. We're talking about 2009 here. And the answer is A. I had a very successful radio club. Deep diver, shout out to everyone who's here. Make sure you hit the like button. I want to talk to you about something in a second. Hit the like button, hit the share button. And like I say, hit that super chat. Give thanks, deep divers. Listen to this. This is just for you. Let's go. Oh yeah, I wanted to give you that inspiration, deep divers, right? And there's a story about this because so how do you think I was able to record this song without getting a copyright song? This is a song, Zelda, right? How was Ralph Smart able to put out this song without any copyright strike? Did he get a license for the song? Did he get permission? Did he record the song himself? How was he able to do it? Or D, this song isn't copyrighted. Which one? Shout out to everyone who's here. Because that's the thing, like I told you, everything is a matrix, right? So I'm a producer, and there's a lot of songs on YouTube which you cannot play without copyright strike. You know, like Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I played it once. I had a great singer. I recorded it. But that song, Israel, phenomenal artist, you know, Hawaiian guy. Amazing version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow, right? So that song, you can't even copy it. You can't even do your own take on it because it just gets flagged. This one is similar, but I found a way out how to do it, right? So a lot of the times, you know, back in COVID days of lockdown, when I had a lot of time to produce, I was realizing if you have a famous song, you know, let's just say a famous song by Beyonce, by who else is a celebrity singer, whoever it is, Ariana Grande, you can't upload their music, right? Because, you know, you get copyright strike, all of that, but there's a way to do it. And really what you want to do is you want to get music software, and you want to get like a program like Ableton Live, and you want to get a sampler, and you want to get the notes of the music, and you can play the notes of the music into different instruments, right? So that is a way to bypass it. And this is why I always say knowledge is power, because a lot of people don't know that. And that's why it's so powerful when you can produce your own stuff, right? Because the thing is, shout out to everyone. Okay, the sound is back. So the people who get screwed over, the people. So, like I said, I was able to bypass that. You want to get a program like Ableton, and once you get a program like Ableton, you can get a sampler, and you can play in the music, right? You can play in the music, and that's a great way to do everything, right? So that's a way to bypass it, right? Any famous song you have, use Ableton, use virtual instruments, and you can get the actual musical notations. For instance, Beethoven, and you can play it through your own instruments. And that's one way to bypass it. Giving you free game, right? So shout out to everyone who's here, everybody who's diving deep. You are appreciated. So yeah, the sound might have cut out for a few seconds, but we're back. And like I said, stranger things are coming. It's already here, but people don't see it. One of the biggest things, deep divers, is that a lot of people right now are, really at war with themselves, right? Because the whole world is at war. A lot of people are at war with themselves. And this is a time when you really want to find out who you really are, because like I told you, we're in a world where attention is the new drug. People are going to do anything for a few gold coins. And that's why when I saw this picture by this artist, I was like, okay, stranger things are coming, because this generation, all they know is screens and virtual reality. And right now, we got to remind ourselves to come back to who we really are. But we're living in great times, but also strange times. And, it's about to get a lot stranger. It's about to get a lot stranger for a lot of people, depending on who you are, where you are, what you're doing. Shout out to everyone who's here, everybody who's diving deep. You're truly appreciated. Let's dive deep divers. Once again, make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit that super chat. I want to share with you this, deep divers. Shout out to everyone who's here. Some people saying they can't hear me. Some people saying they can. You might have to refresh your let's do it. Who wants to be a millionaire? Can you hear me? Can you hear Ralph Smart speaking? A is yes. B is no. C is I don't know. 4 is I think so. Yes, you can hear. You got to refresh your computer. Shout out to everyone who's here. Deep divers. I want to remind you, we're in great times. It's a great time to be alive. Don't let anyone tell you anything otherwise, but we are entering strange times. Like I told you, human beings, this is the one thing. People haven't changed for a long time. Thousands of years. People haven't changed, people are still the same. What does that mean? It means that people, the reason why a series like Dharma, The Monster, can go number 1, 56 million households, over 300 million hours watched, is because people at their primal atavistic state are still animals. Right? People at their primal atavistic state are still animals. They're still operating from the reptilian brainstem. So when people go outside, they'll say, hey, how you doing? But when they come back home, they become animals. And this is the thing that a lot of people fail to see, that part of elevating is about realizing you have a reptilian brainstem. I have a reptilian brainstem. Ever seen someone, deep divers, who's so aggressive, angry, moody all the time? You don't realize that millions of years of evolution, we've developed a reptile brain and a neocortex and a mammalian brain, right? So we got these 3 brains. And a lot of people are still in that reptile brain. And that's the brain you want to get out of. Because so long as you're in the reptile brain, it's survival, fear, panic. And that's what humanity has been on for a long time. The reptilian brain, right? So got to remind yourself it's time to leave that brain. That's what I do, right? But it's not easy. Deep divers, shout out to everyone who's here. You're truly appreciated. So many wonderful deep divers who are here. And like I say, we had fun, deep divers. We had fun. I just want to say a thank you to everyone who joined the show. And, I play hip hop, I play house. All kinds of music. Right? Because that's what it's all about, to raise the frequency. All people have to do is give a little. I heard this song. I said, okay, yes, we got to give a little, right? We got to give a little. Hit that like button, deep divers. Hit that super chat. Let's give a little. Shall I play the song? I mean, we can play it. Or is it too emotional? Is it too emotional for you, deep divers? Or can you handle that kind of ballad song? Shout out to everyone who's here, everybody who's diving deep. You're truly appreciated. Hip hop is the best. I mean, I can play. That's the thing. I listen to hip hop, house music, reggae music, but also I listen to country music. I listen to ballads. I listen to Paul McCartney, the Beatles. I listen to all kind of music, but I heard this song. I'll play it for you. But it has a great message. Listen.
Don't be sad. A smile can lift a heavy heart. Don't be mad. A thank you makes a brand new start. You might think that it's simple, but that it's too naive. But we all could use reminding what we really need. Get up and give hope a try. Don't let the chance pass us by. All we gotta do is give the world a little bit of love, love, love. Get up and give hope a try. Don't let the chance pass us by. All we gotta do is give the world a little bit of love, love, love. Are we done with trying to break the world apart? Wherever we're from, each one of us has a beating heart. What we want the most in life is to find some joy in everything and everyone, everywhere under the sun. Get up and give hope a try. Don't let the chance pass us by. All we gotta do is give the world a little bit of love, love, love. Get up and give hope a try. Don't let the chance pass us by. All we gotta do is give the world a little bit of love, love, love. La, 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 Get up and give hope a try. Don't let the chance pass us by. All we gotta do is give the world a little bit of love, 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 love. Get up and give hope a try. Give it a try. Don't let the chance pass us by. All we gotta do is give the world a little bit of love, love, love. Get up and give hope a try. La, 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 la. All we gotta do is give the world a little bit of love, love, love.
That's all we got to do. You know, deep divers, it's weird because normally I don't listen to that kind of like music all the time. But when I do, I feel something. And I feel a lot of, you know, I love female vocalists, right? Women who can sing well. And she's a great singer. So it's like, you know, that's what it's about. Shout out to everyone who's here, deep divers. You are appreciated. Myself, I disappeared, went to another state because I was. Shout out to everyone who's here. Everyone who's diving deep. Everybody who's diving deep. Everybody who's been on this live stream. And, you know, like I say, I'm throwing myself into the deep end. You know, so, you know, whenever I do these live streams, I want you to see me in live time. I want you to see me, the process of Infinite Waters, you know, and I'll be doing more of them, you know. But deep divers, let me shout out to everyone who's here. Everybody who's diving deep. Everybody who made it to the show. And like I say, I did do another video. But, you know, I don't know if I'll put it out. I mean, I could just let it go, deep divers. What do you think? Right? What do you think? Shall I put out the video? Shall I leave it for tomorrow? What do you think? Because I think a lot of you, you know, we've been diving deep over 2 hours, deep divers. I don't know if you can handle any more. Right? I don't know if you can handle any more. If you can, for 1 million, can you handle? Should Ralph Smart put out the video today? Tomorrow? The day after tomorrow? Or next week Thursday? You're not sure? Phone a friend. A lot is on the line, deep divers. Looking a little bit shaky, baby. Your heart is beating. Someone's saying, I can handle the truth. All right, I'll put it up after this, deep divers, then. Right? And, you know, like I say, deep divers, you all appreciate it. Everyone who was here, great show. Great show. Great show. And like I say, to everyone who's here, I got a new intro. I got a new outro, deep divers, right? I got a new outro. Let me play the new outro. I'll come back. But deep divers, you're truly appreciated once again. To everybody who was here, we're just warming up. Let love guide you, not fear. Deep divers, one love to everybody. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, deep divers. Hit that like button. Let's get this into the algorithm. Much love to everyone who's here. We had fun. Let's go.